Hunter, I look to you and say, are these outsiders with you?
Yes.
What is it you have there in the cart?
Wine.
Ah, the delivery.
Yes.
The burgomaster said you might make such good. Alright. Open the gates. And as they do, as the two gates open up, you welcome yourselves into the village of Kresk. The mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees.
Welcome back, William Simpson vlog about, well, Dungeons and Dragons this time. I'm here on a Friday. We are podcasting Dungeons and Dragons live on Twitch. This is always a fun thing for us to do, another internship program here at the Ohio Media School. Hold up, listen to this roleplay real quick.
For generations, and my family has been fortunate that he has taken to our wares, and
Funny, huh? We always have a pretty good time doing these Dungeons and Dragons podcasts. A couple weeks ago, I've personally have never done Dungeons and Dragons before. I've played it, not since I was like a little kid, like in the 8th grade. But they had an opening, so I was like, you know what, why not? We created my character there with Jake Siggs and the rest of the Twitch crew. And we started playing. They taught me how to play, and we do it all. We have the books, we've got the dice, the characters. Here's some intense Dungeons and Dragons actions right now.
That's probably a no.
I will give you advantage in saying that he doesn't know that you're there, and the sound of the rain is covering some of your sound.
You really don't want us to die yet, do you?
I mean, it makes a faster fight if he dies quick.
That's fair.
Caitlin right there just rolled a dice, whereas she's adding what they call a modifier to one of her character's stats. That's to be able to do something special, like cast a spell or hit an enemy harder.
Ooh, yeah. Cool. How far can you move in a movement?
I can.
Put her at the door.
Walking is 30 feet.
Okay, so let's see how far you can get.
We're right here.
Yep.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Right there.
Yeah.
So you're
You want to do your attack?
Yes, I do.
All right. So Maverick, let's.
Jake over there, as you see, is what we call the Dungeon Master. He is the one that kind of pushes the story along, makes the story image. As you see, he's playing the music, the background music through his laptop. And he's basically in control of all of the other action that happens along. Now, I don't know if you know, but in Dungeons & Dragons, you create your own character, and you basically roleplay. You know, we all use special character voices, and we have our own character sheets by which we develop our characters, add stats to them by, you know, having little battles like you see right there. I always have a good time playing Dungeons & Dragons. There's a lot more to learn, a lot more than what I know so far. But as we continue to have these Fridays, I continue to grow and learn.
15? Is that plus your 5?
No. So
You rolled a 15.
I added the +3 from my.
In this scene, you see those other green die are actually representing enemies that we're fighting on the field, and we fight them by rolling die and by using our character sheets to identify spells and special weapons. You know, you basically roll a dice, and whatever the number says on the dice is how much your attack is.
So you're rolling 2d6.
Right.
Plus the D6 for the, let's see, what's the short sword? So you're rolling.
Now, by us all doing this, taking turns, we actually end up defeating the tree enemy that we're playing right now. I know it may seem a little silly, but it's all about imagination, loosening yourself up, and just having fun. Once you start getting into character, really using your voice, and really paying attention, you forget about everything else around you. That's the magic of Dungeons and Dragons. That's the greatness of the game, is that you can completely immerse yourself into this storyline, into this imagery, almost like reading a book.
So 19.
So 19 points of damage before he even knows you're there. So yeah, you just walk up behind him.
And just because you're using dice and little figurines, it doesn't make it any more real and more exciting. It goes a lot further than Monopoly or Trouble, in my opinion.
Across the chest, you open a huge wound on his chest as like you just slice through his like frail armor. Yeah, like blood.
I don't think so, Mr.
All right, so let's roll for initiative. He's still technically alive, but his alignment switches to that of the creature that you turn into, and you go on a rampage. Werebears are lawful good, which means that when you turn into a werebear, you go on a lawful good rampage.
Dungeons and Dragons, it is a great social game to play with friends, family.
Smokey the Bear is literally just a werebear that turns and then gives messages to kids about putting out fires.
That's very interesting.
Right? Side note.
Don't ever think that it's just for the nerds and for the geeks. Good to see that our culture is finally breaking away from those kind of stigmas, because Dungeons and Dragons is absolutely a fun game to play. I would recommend playing it with anybody at any time. And as you see by the end of this, we're not finished with our game. Our game continues every Friday. We're live on Twitch between noon and 2. So come join us. This is William Simpson again, vlogging about a vlog, or this time vlogging about Dungeons and Dragons.